Yet another day of strong market rally. And it's gone on long enough that I feel pretty good that it's not just some sort of dead cat bounce. Parts of the market have continued to push to new all-time highs. The Dow and the S&P hit new all-time highs. Yes, the NASDAQ is still very far away from that. But let's not forget, the NASDAQ was the first one to hit new all-time highs after the pandemic crash. And it's the index that has risen the most and has been largely the beneficiaries. Now, we're starting to see a shift in focus, at least in the longer term trend. Like throughout the past couple weeks, the epicenter stocks have been holding up all right. And this is what I had called previously around the new year as the 2021 story stocks. And I expect these stocks to continue doing well, at least for 1 or 2 more months. We'll see what happens beyond that period of time. But for right now, they are holding up, and I expect them to continue doing that because they are still very well priced. Some areas of tech are not well priced, still super expensive. Zoom, DocuSign, Amazon, for no matter how it's, fantastic company, but still very expensive. Apple trading at multiple times its historic multiple. Tesla, also very expensive. So these areas of the market I would definitely avoid. They are just on a price basis very expensive. There is other tech, though, that I would not advise you against buying. And that's tech that's priced well. More small to mid cap tech. That's the kind of stuff that if you like it and it's priced well, I would not be afraid to buy. Right now, I'm focusing on that kind of tech and focusing on good epicenter names that should do well as the economy reopens. And like I said, I do think that we've gone past the dead cat bounce. It's not like we're in for some sort of massive sell-off. The market just was totally complacent. The market was totally complacent for several months, and we just all were filled with greed, and the market continued to rush. I think that possibility is beginning to decrease because we saw, volume slow down, and all of a sudden the sellers were completely dried out, and all we had left were buyers. And I think that's going to be the case. We're getting even more stimulus, 1.9 trillion. That money will circulate its way around the economy, and a lot of the people who are going to get that are going to want to buy stocks. So just more fuel to the fire. Now, I'm not saying that's a huge part of things, but that will lead to expanded earnings by companies, increased savings rates by consumers, which will lead to more spending, which will lead to expanded earnings by companies, which will increase stock prices. I think there's actually a fundamental reason why stocks are at the levels they are at and are going to continue going up. And that is the record high savings rate. A savings rate 2 times more than we were at pre-pandemic that most consumers are now experiencing. And a period of pent-up demand when that demand is likely to return in the summer season, which is historically the highest spending season. So it seems to me like we're going to get some sort of economic reopening with a lot of consumer spending ammunition. And that's going to lead to a good economic picture where people are happy to spend money, companies earn a lot of money, and they expand their earnings, increasing multiples on these stock prices, or decreasing them rather, and increasing the stock price. So we will see how this all plays out, but I'm ready and I'm excited. And, I'm very wary of an overheating stock market, but I don't think we are at those levels yet. I think maybe we had been at those levels closer to 4,000 on the S&P, but now with new stimulus, maybe we'll break that level and get to some sort of 4,100 because we're also seeing a rally in epicenter stocks. So, as long as tech doesn't break its new all-time high, and we've got the laggards pulling their weight, we can be at a higher level in the indexes than we were at previously, maybe with the exception of the NASDAQ, which has the least probability to break the all-time high in the next couple weeks, because other ones already have. There you go. That's the major key right there. So we'll see how things shake out. I'm not expecting anything crazy in either direction. So until next time, peace out.